Welcome to Building Bytes, where we tell relevant stories about Ghana's tech ecosystem to fuel innovation and drive the growth of our digital economy. This is the sixth episode of the All Stars Women in Tech episode, where we speak to females in tech who are making an impact in Ghana and beyond. This is also the season we call Ghana Tech to the World, as you can see on my screen, and where we are showcasing the talent of Ghanaians to the world. And today we are going to speak on the future of CRM, that's customer relationship management, and how Salesforce User Group Ghana is leading the charge in AI powered customer experiences. As you know, customer expectations are higher than ever, and businesses can no longer rely on old customer relationship management systems. And that is how Salesforce is leading the charge in customer relations with their predictive analytics and artificial intelligence and automations. And like I mentioned, today we are going to speak with the community lead of the Salesforce User Group Ghana, Eve Nyarang'o. You're warmly welcome, Eve.
Thank you so much, Akwele. It's a pleasure to be here. I don't take it for granted. As I said, I'm a big fan of the work that you do.
Thank
So meeting you in person and having this conversation is really empowering. And yeah, I'm honored to be here and super excited for what is gonna come out of this conversation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thank you.
joining us.
Um,
So, as you hear the accent, she's Kenyan and she's going to tell us how she got to Ghana. And yes, this is how we will begin. So, Eve, you're warmly welcome to the Building Bytes podcast. So, can you introduce yourself to us? Tell us who you are and your story.
Thank you, Akwele. I'm excited to be here. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the work that you do in the tech ecosystem here in Ghana. I've watched what you do, I've heard what you do, and to be here meeting you in person, it's an honor.
It's an honor for me too.
Thank you. So a little bit about Eve. So naturally, I'm a very adventurous person. So I love doing things that are out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
So when it comes to hanging out or having fun, I go for things that scare me. Mountain
Like what?
climbing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've done paragliding here in
Okay.
Accra. Here in
Okay.
Ghana, not Accra.
Okay.
So I think that
was
is the
during
most
the
scaring part.
Peru festivities.
It wasn't during the
Easter.
during the festival
Okay.
period, but it was I think just one of these
Random day?
random days.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I plan to do more of the
Okay.
adventurous things. But professionally, I'm a Salesforce specialist or a CRM specialist, and currently I'm a community lead for Salesforce User Group Ghana. And it's an honor to be here, and I look forward for more conversation and what will come out. I'll
Okay.
come up from this conversation. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So, Eve, you are Kenyan from your
Yeah,
accent.
yeah, I'm Kenyan.
How did you get to Ghana?
So how I got to Ghana,
Okay.
it's a very interesting story.
Okay.
First of all, never in my wildest dream had I ever thought I'd live in Ghana, or even planned. It wasn't even in my bucket list of the countries that I ever visited. I didn't have anything against Ghana,
Okay.
but it was just not it didn't register in my mind. But in high school, in history, we had learned about cocoa in Ghana and many other interesting things about Ghana, the Ashanti region, the king, the queen. Was it the queen, the chief, all those things? And
That's
right now, I
awful.
say if I knew that I will be in Ghana, I've paid more attention back in school when I was going through all the history and stuff. So I'll start by what I pursued in uni.
Okay.
I pursued agri-business management, and landed my first role in a fintech company. So where I was working mostly in the customer success side of things, and
What fintech is that?
the fintech company was
Yeah.
Farm Drive,
Okay.
and we were working
In Kenya?
in Kenya. We were working on a product by the name DigiFarm.
Okay.
So then we were helping farmers access loans
Okay.
through digital platforms.
Okay.
But now I was in the customer side, and most of the team members that I was working with were technical team, and they were always behind dark screens, and I didn't know what they were doing. And I was curious, what do these people do with these dark screens? And in my knowledge, I knew they were earning good money. So I was like, I really want to know what these guys are doing. So and that's how my interest in tech started.
Okay.
So I advanced and moved into a bank, to work into a bank, one of
What
the
year was
best.
this?
That was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019, 2020 there.
Okay.
So I moved to work in the banking sector, in one of their foundational pillar. So I was pushing also for digital transformation in the rural areas for farmers.
Okay.
So mostly farmers were coming to the bank to withdraw, let's say, less than $200 or even $20, and the company wanted to reduce the traffic in banks.
Okay.
So what we are doing, going in rural areas, is to tell them you can utilize on the platform that we have,
Okay.
mobile
The farm
banking.
drive?
No.
The
Now
bank.
the bank.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I worked in farm drive for a while, then moved into the banking
okay.
side, the banking in the banking sector.
What bank?
The bank is Equity Bank, but I was in working in Equity Group Foundation.
Okay.
So now we're in the field helping farmers to utilize. They had a SIM card by the name Equity. Yeah, so we're helping them to access the SIM card and access our products at the palm of their hands.
Okay.
Even if they don't have the smartphone, they can also access our services with either the YAM phone. We call them YAM phone. In Kenya, we call them Kabambe.
Oh.
So, and that's I was sensitizing digital transformation in the rural areas. So when COVID came, now you see there's no going to the farms, and there's no meeting farmers in the rural areas. So you had to find something to do. So the project that I was doing was put on hold because now we couldn't go to physically to the farms. So I decided to enroll into a boot camp, a tech boot camp. The boot camp was Moringa School to pursue software engineering, and that's how I started my journey into tech. We started with CSS, HTML, went to JavaScript, then you have to specialize either in the web side of things or in the mobile side of things. So I decided to specialize in the mobile side of things because my interest, as I said, had been sparked by working with farmers and using the mobile phones. So that I just wanted to understand what is the functionality behind what is happening. And that's how I got into tech. So after graduating from the boot camp, I had now to start looking for employment in the tech space. So I actually received a call to go back to the company I was working in because now things had stabilized, had normalized in the...
That's after COVID.
After COVID, yeah, the early stages of after COVID, post-COVID, 2021. But I opted to pursue the software side of things or the tech space, and in my mind I wanted to integrate tech with agriculture. So which is still in my mind or in the back of my mind. I've registered it somewhere that we'll pick it someday. But now I started looking for career opportunities and applying for roles, and now things got a little bit tricky because in the boot camp we are mostly building platforms from what we've learned throughout the week. But now we are going into a system where when you're going for interviews, it's data structures, algorithm, like they pull up a whiteboard, you need to code on site, and I wasn't used to that space. So I took like 6 months to work on my algorithm, data structures, and to understand things. Then we were in a WhatsApp group for the boot camp, and I saw an opportunity that had been posted. And for this opportunity, more opportunities were being posted in the platform. But I don't know why exactly this opportunity sparked my mind, or I was like, okay, let me try. So a company in Ghana was advertising that they are taking junior software engineers. So I said, okay, let me try this, because they're offering a 3 months training before you start working on projects. Then I'll become better at what I do, because I wanted a platform where I learn as I work.
What company in Ghana was that?
Turntable.
Okay.
So, and I didn't know I will get the opportunity. I just applied.
Okay.
And after the first interview and the second interview, and actually the second interview, the interviewer told me she's not sure about me. First, because I don't have a technical background. He said the program is very intensive. What we do here is very intensive. I don't want to put you into a program that I don't know and I don't know you will withstand the pressure.
Yeah.
So she took me to a week, two weeks training program before saying yes.
Wow.
So I was meeting her for 2 weeks, every 1 hour for 2 weeks.
And that was just you?
Just me and her. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know you. You don't know me. So after the interview, she actually shared resources on, she shared some resources in my email. And I went through the resources. She told me, okay, pick this 30 days challenge. And I was doing the challenge was in HackerRank, where I have to code every day and solve a problem.
Okay.
So we were meeting for 2 weeks. We met 1 hour.
Wow.
And I could explain, okay, what have I done today? What have I built? So I started by also building a pseudo banking app while doing the 30 days challenge.
Okay.
So after 2 weeks, she said, you know what, you got this.
Oh.
Yeah, you got this. I got I've seen what I wanted to see, because she wasn't sure. And you know, I'm coming from Kenya.
Yeah.
You can't bring someone from a different country and you even don't know her capacity. So in those 2 weeks, I wasn't. She was also not like, I don't know. She was. Her heart wasn't settled until she was sure I was good to go.
Do you remember her name?
Yeah.
You can mention her name.
Oh, she's Simona. Yeah.
Thank you very
Simona.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, like I'm processing this in real time.
Okay.
Because I was like, wow, yeah. So that's how I got to get the opportunity to come to Ghana, and it happened within 2 weeks.
Wow.
So when I got the role to when they flew me into Ghana, it took 2 weeks. Wow. I had no plans of relocating to Ghana, and that's how I came to Ghana to pursue tech. And actually, when I landed, someone was waiting for me at the airport.
Wow.
It was amazing. I had the best reception, because I didn't expect I didn't know what to expect. And my parents were like, you sure? And that's after COVID. All the interviews are online.
Yeah.
And you know, in the past, most interviews were in-person interviews.
Yeah.
And you've got to meet these people. So my parents were a little bit skeptical, but there's this faith they have in my decision-making process. I think they're like, okay, are you okay? Do you feel at peace with this decision? And they're like, if you're at peace, then we're at peace. And they were very supportive, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you very much.
That's how I got to tech, and that's how I got to Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a whole...
Yeah. I mean, I can feel the hospitality that you were received. I mean, right from your decision to go through the interview up till now. Yeah. Turntable. Thank you for the awesome work that you are doing and for bringing it to Ghana. So
yeah.
Now, tell us about the Salesforce User Group Ghana and how you got to be the community lead of this group.
So for Salesforce User Group Ghana, so when I came to Ghana, my first role was as a software engineer, and we built different projects.
Okay.
But then things changed. The company I was working with introduced Salesforce as a product.
Okay.
And they asked, okay, who are willing to join the Salesforce team?
Okay.
So at first, my technical lead approached me, and she was like, since you've done since you have a background in agri-business, and you also have a background in tech, I believe Salesforce will be a good spot for you to try your feet on.
So before you continue, kindly explain what Salesforce, the software, is about to our listeners.
Okay. So Salesforce is a CRM platform. By CRM, we mean customer relationship management platform.
Management.
Yeah. So it's cloud-based, and it's definitely software as a service.
Yeah.
It's actually the #1 CRM platform in the whole world. So what happens, there are different Salesforce professionals.
Yeah.
We have the Salesforce administrators, we have the Salesforce developers, we have the Salesforce business analysts, architects, and solution engineers.
Okay.
So when people buy the software, it's not customized to meet your client need. So a team has to come in to ensure that the software meets your need and it's fully customized. Let's say user management, data management, and all aspects of software development, or ensuring that your system is fully customized. And that's where now Salesforce Professional steps in to help now businesses that have adopted Salesforce to use the platform.
So that was what your manager was asking you to do?
Yeah, to join a team and become an admin, and from there grow to the different different professionals that I would like to join. So Salesforce is a low-code or no-code platform. So meaning that you customize it with no code, or if there are capabilities or functionalities that you need and they are not in Salesforce, then you can code and integrate it to the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So continue the story, how you got to start the user group.
Yeah. So we joined hands as a we got to be a team, I think of 11 or 12 of us, to join the new product that had been introduced in the company. So we had to be certified for you to work now in any to customize any platform. So we started the process of getting certified and learning and growing and discussing, but we didn't have a community to do that. So, and now we felt that I wish we had a community, because now Salesforce is the adoption rate in Africa is quite low. So most companies are not using Salesforce here in Africa, but it's predicted that in the near future, the adoption rate will increase and we'll have more people, more Africans embracing the use of Salesforce. And so that it grows also in the African market.
But why do you think the adoption is low?
First of all, I would say that initially there were less professionals who were certified or who were qualified to work on the platform. So companies shied away to adopt the platform. And companies that adopted the platform hired people from outside Africa to do it, because now they had faith in them, because they didn't know that, there's Salesforce in Ghana, there's Salesforce in Kenya, there's Salesforce in Nigeria. They didn't know about that. So, and that's how, that's one. Another thing, it's expensive, relatively expensive.
How expensive? How much?
I mean, it depends on what you want to subscribe on, or which platform you want to subscribe on, or which product you'd like to subscribe in. Because like I said, it starts from marketing, sales, analytics. So those are different products. So it's most of the time it's quoted. So I can't say, but I know it's relatively.
It's tailored to businesses.
It's tailored to businesses. So that could be, those are the two main reasons for now. So the adoption rate was quite low. So we found ourselves quite in a gray area, and we didn't know what to do. We didn't have any communities to work with. So, and later on, we decided, okay, we can start a community and do this together. Right? So we started a community among those people who were...
The 11.
We narrowed it down to 5. So to 6, including me, now 6. So we are 6 of us. So because now we started looking also for opportunities.
Okay.
Now we wanted also to grow beyond where we were.
Okay.
Because now the company we're working with downsized.
Oh, okay.
So due to the economic climate,
Okay.
and they had to let go of a few people.
Okay.
So a few of us were affected, including me.
Okay.
So after that, we started looking for opportunities.
Okay.
And when we're looking for opportunities, then that's when we felt like we should do this together as a community. So, and we were not getting any. So we said, okay, let's bring more people on board, because I'm sure there are people in the various areas of businesses who are trying to find a community like us, and they don't know where to start.
Okay.
One, let us learn together, because we started by learning together. The community was started by us learning together. Second, let's network, because the community, Salesforce User Group, brings Salesforce professionals, partners, Salesforce partners. Partners are people who have been, can I say, accredited by Salesforce to carry out business for them. Customized platform for companies that are using Salesforce. Stakeholders, so these are companies that are using Salesforce, or individuals who are using Salesforce, and anyone just interested in the ecosystem. So that's what our community does. So we wanted to network, learn together, and the main reason was to create employment. Be it people starting their own things to do that generate income. They are their own consultancies, or it can be, yeah, like we are a community. If you need any help,
If you have a job,
if you have any roles, especially through networking by partners employ admins and architects and solution engineers. They can leverage on us and 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 eventually give people more employment opportunities. So that was the ultimate goal. So as we learn, as we network, we are also creating opportunities. And I'll say I've been a beneficiary of the community. My current role is one of my community member referred me to that role.
Wow.
And yeah, that's how I got in. Thank you, Jasmine.
Okay, so how many are you in the community now?
I mean, those who are actively involved, like there are not a lot of people are actually on Salesforce. Those who are actively involved, I'd say 30.
Okay.
Yeah, but the whole community, and those who have joined recently, were like almost 100.
Wow.
Yeah, but active members, let's say around 30. But we are hoping that more people who even don't know that we exist will join the platform, because we don't know who are the professionals in Ghana, and we also don't know who are certified, and anyone. Okay, the community is even open to stakeholders, those who are interested in just being part of it and understanding what it does, and maybe integrating it in future or implementing the platform in future. But I would say at the moment, because there are also not a lot of people in the ecosystem in Ghana and in Africa, so we're not quite a lot.
So you have spoken about the Salesforce User Group and then how it came about, and you've also spoken about the fact that you're a specialist, and I mean you have already worked with customer relations in different sectors and different spaces and all that. Can you also share with us what's the wave of Salesforce or the future of CRM, how it's evolving?
Okay. So when it comes to now Salesforce, because it's the CRM that I'm majorly using at the moment, or concentrating on, I would say that what I've noticed over the years, or with the time that I've been in the ecosystem, is that initially it started with Einstein, right? Einstein is an inbuilt AI platform that is integrated in the system, and it has access to all the Salesforce products, and you can leverage on it to make decisions. So, and it has the predictive side and the generic side. So by predictive side, we have, let's say one product is Einstein sales, I think instant sales scoring, no, instant opportunity scoring. We also have instant lead scoring. So these ones, they are able to predict or to rank which are the opportunities, like for the opportunity, which is the opportunity we should concentrate on that is likely to be closed at a different, at this moment. So where should we put our concentration on? For the leads also, we are also, they're also ranking which lead should we concentrate on at this time, like who are likely to convert into opportunities. So they help reducing the time spent to make decisions. That is one example of what Einstein is doing then. So there's the predictive and the generic side of things. Also, is we have chatbots, and there was also Einstein Copilot, which is like your work buddy, your coworker that you use to let's say you have questions, you can just ask questions and you get feedback. Now, the wave has come from the predictive wave to generative wave, and now it's at the agentic wave. So Salesforce has introduced something by the a platform by the name AgentForce. So by AgentForce, we mean that they're using agents. They have integrated agents to their CRM platforms. So, and what are agents? So agents are systems that are a system within the platforms that have processed the data that you've given it and carry out actions, specific actions to achieve specific objectives. So they are quite specific and they are able to carry action. Let's say an AI, you can tell an AI, you can ask a chatbot, generate for me an email, right? It will generate for you an email. But for agents, they have advanced that send an email to Aquele. It will actually, depending on the way the instructions that you fed the agent, the data and the automation tool that you've integrated with their data, it's able to send an email to Aquele. You can review it and send it, or you can just send it. So it can carry actions. So that's how it's different from a chatbot, a copilot, and any other platform. Yeah, so that's how I've seen the CRM evolve, and that's the space currently, the conversation currently is around AgentForce in the Salesforce ecosystem, and how humans, data, CRM, and AI, they're all integrated together in order to make decisions and enable businesses to have the best out of AI, or to make optimal and analytical decisions at the end of the day. So that's how I've seen the Salesforce CRM evolved over the period of time, or over the years that I've been in the ecosystem.
Yeah, I think we've seen a wave of artificial intelligence. I think since post-COVID, we see a lot of generative AI and materials. I think 2025 was declared the year of agents. So it's actually exciting to see that Salesforce is also taking the lead in making it easier for businesses to create agents using the AgentForce. And how is the adoption like with AgentForce? Can you speak to it, or you can't?
I can't speak a lot about the adoption rate, but I can say the contribution we've done as a community, Salesforce User Group. What are we doing as a community to enable the community members to know, to understand what is artificial intelligence, what is AgentForce, how can we be best understand what is happening and be better placed for future opportunities. So I can speak about that. So I'll say for now, we have most of our events, or most of our conversations are around AI. So I'll start, like last year, we had a discussion with our first in-person meeting. We had a discussion with a Salesforce expert from Stanbic Bank, who spoke about leveraging AI in the banking system to promote or to ensure customer success or customer satisfaction. And that conversation was able to help us as a community to understand, okay, now these things that we are studying are actually being implemented in real life. there's a bank that is using this platform, and there's a bank that is actually leveraging on AI to make decision, and it's making the customer experience much better. So that is one event we have held. Another event that we have held that has promoted maybe people to go and, for events, we are helping people to go and look back and see how they can also learn by themselves. So this year, so our community is managed from a bigger community. That is community, I think we have a community group, Salesforce community groups.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a whole team that ensures that we are all updated, or we are all abreast with what is happening in the ecosystem. So they introduced AgentForce tour that ensure that any town, any organization, or any town, any community can understand what is AgentForce. So we subscribe to that, but we partnered with there's another Salesforce community by the name Salesforce Admin Group.
Okay.
So we partnered,
Okay.
So we partnered with them and brought our community members together so that we learn. We just scratch the surface, and people go home and continue experimenting and continue learning by themselves and understand, okay, AgentForce is a platform that I can use Agent Builder to build specific functionality, to feed it specific instructions, and to learn by myself and to also grow. And now Salesforce did something amazing last year.
Okay.
They said that those people who are into the AI, not those people, they said that, certifications are expensive. For you to be certified in Salesforce is $200, just a normal exam. And the other exams, which are the associate exams, they're around $80. I hope I'm right. So Salesforce said, for the Salesforce AI associate exams or certification, and for Salesforce AI specialist exam, we're going to do it for free.
Wow.
So you're
just being a member of the community.
Not just the community.
Okay.
It's serving the whole world.
The whole
any community, any Salesforce community, be it in Europe, be it in Asia, be it in Africa, they're all beneficiaries. Yeah, that's good, because now you would have spent $280 to do these certifications, and certifications are not quite cheap. So now that it's free until the end of 2025. So we've built a campaign. We actually did that this week with my community. We want everyone to be certified, to take advantage of these opportunities and become AI specialists. Because with that, by the end of the year then, we are also increasing our credibility in the market and also putting ourselves for better opportunities. So I'll say that's what we are currently doing as a community. And we have a hackathon coming in August. And in that hackathon, we are also incorporating AI. We want people to incorporate the use of AI in solving the theme of the hackathon. So with that in mind, then we are sure that our community members, they will also be involved in understanding what you're doing. Thank you. But you see, I was reading somewhere, I was listening to a podcast where they said, for Africans, at the moment we are end users of the platform of AI. We are not actively involved in building. So I believe even with the hackathon, it will spark conversations on how can we also, what can we do to be part of the builders and not just consumers of these platforms. So we want to spark that conversation and start discussing that. So my hope is by the end of the year, all the community members are certified as AI specialists.
Wow, that's a very big goal.
Oh, and it's achievable.
I hope that you get all close to 100 members of your community certified. I may even consider getting. But then let's also look at employment for your user group. So you mentioned that there's the opportunity to get, job opportunities in your community and all that. So where can members of the user group, or where can Salesforce users work? Is it only in banks? Because you keep mentioning banks. Where can they work? Can they work across the globe? What are the opportunities in the space?
Okay, so Salesforce has been implemented in, like I started with the banking sector, pharmaceutical sector, um, non-profit sector,
Okay.
all the sectors, automobile, manufacturing, they even recruiting companies.
Okay.
Most of them have embraced
So
the use of
wherever you have a
Salesforce.
customer,
Yeah, wherever whichever company is using Salesforce,
Salesforce,
then
okay.
there's an opportunity for them to employ either an admin or a developer.
Okay.
Yeah, but the opportunities are globally.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say for opportunities, at the moment, since there are less opportunities within the continent, so there are more opportunity outside the continent. So there are people who are getting remote roles to work. So I would say that opportunities are not just within the continent, they're also outside the continent. But what we want to happen for our community is want to see more consultants, more consulting companies created, and actually more people creating employment for others. And the people from those who are implementing Salesforce to trust us to implement their products.
Okay.
So that's our hope for the community. And but for now, I would say that it's everywhere. Wherever you want to work, you can work with remote work. You can work wherever you want to work, and whichever company is using Salesforce is an opportunity for you to be part of the team.
Okay.
So that's where the opportunities are available. And companies that are not using Salesforce, especially non-profit companies, we did mention that Salesforce is expensive.
Yeah.
But they have this, they give back to the community by allowing a non-profit organization to have their Salesforce software platform for free. So they have, it's called 1%. I don't know if it's rule, I don't know, but there's a percentage of their earnings that goes to ensuring that non-profit organizations have Salesforce for free. So this is another way you can approach a non-profit organization and tell them, which CRM platform are you using? Would you like us to help you adopt Salesforce and to make your work easier? Because one of the projects that I've worked with is working on a grant management system for a non-profit organization. So I'd say that's another opportunity for people to work in the non-profit, since businesses are saying that, oh, it's expensive, but non-profit organizations cannot adopt Salesforce and work with it.
I think that's good news, especially for startups who are getting a lot of customers and would need the customer support.
Yeah, non-profit.
Non-profits.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be non-profit organization.
Not for profit, just non-profit.
Yeah, non-profit.
Okay.
Yeah, like communities,
NGOs.
NGOs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the ones that have the benefit of having a free organization or sandbox. Sandbox is the platform to use Salesforce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you've already piqued my interest in Salesforce and you've talked about the exciting opportunities, you mentioned there's a hackathon coming up.
Yeah.
Do you have other events coming up?
So the hackathon that is coming, it will be in August. We'll confirm the date. Yeah, so when we want more people to come and build solutions that empower, our theme is under non-profit organizations, that empower non-profit organizations to use the AI tools like AgentForce or any other AI tool that they will opt to use, and be it Einstein, to improve their work and what they do. So I would say that is one event that is coming. Another exciting event, how could I can't forget about this. So last year, we hosted, like not we hosted, we came as a team and had our first West Africa Dreamin event. This was the first Salesforce conference in West Africa.
Wow.
It was held in Nigeria. It was held in Nigeria. And I this is ironic, but I represented Ghana in Nigeria, and I spoke about what we are doing as a community and how we can have more people empower us and help us to grow as a community. So the most exciting news this year, it's coming in Ghana.
Yay!
In November.
Wow.
So we'll confirm the date. I think it was 26th. It was supposed to be 17th, but it was pushed to a week later. So we are having the first West Africa Salesforce conference in Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So last year it was in Nigeria. This year it's in Ghana.
Wow.
Probably next year it will be in Senegal. The other years we don't know where it will go to. But it's not just a conference. It's a conference to show that there's presence of Salesforce in Africa and in West Africa. There's market you can tap into. There's talent that is here. There are capable people who are here. So it's just I'll say that we are here. We are just shouting, we are here. Give us these opportunities. Give our community these opportunities. So I'd say that is those are the most exciting events. The Hackathon, the West Africa Dreaming, our anniversary, and we have a lot of learning opportunities or learning events that we host at least once a month or maybe after 2 months. So we try to balance and not bombard our community members with a lot of events or a lot of activities. Yeah.
So how do our listeners get to be a part of the Salesforce User Group Ghana?
So if you want to be part of the Salesforce User Group Ghana, so you can follow us first on LinkedIn. We have a page in LinkedIn, Salesforce User Group Ghana, and we normally post details about our communities. And when we post about it, you can either join the WhatsApp group. We have something. Okay, when you are a Salesforce professional, you are part of a learning platform by the name Trailhead. So if you're on Trailhead, you can also join the community group there. So it's these are the places you can join. So when you follow us, occasionally we post where you can find us so that we have a personal experience. Yeah, because Salesforce is normally about creating personalized experience for customers and clients and anyone who's using the platform. So for our communities, to make it more personal, you either join the WhatsApp group after you followed us on LinkedIn, or you join our community on Trailhead. Yeah.
Okay. All this sounds exciting, and I wonder if we are going to do that in Kenya when you go back.
Yeah. So, like I said,
I'm sure your Kenyan friends are listening.
Yeah, they're listening. And someone was holding me accountable, saying, "You're doing these amazing things in Ghana. Come back to Kenya and also do this." So I'd say that there are plans. So there's some work that is happening on the background. There are good stuff coming to Kenya, but it may not be immediately. But it's projected that there are good things that are coming. So just put your ears on the ground.
For now, she is Ghanaian.
For now, they have taken me. They've even given me a Ghanaian name. Yeah, so.
But she's my namesake, Abina.
I'm Abina here in Ghana.
Yeah.
But I still want to give back home, to be honest. I still want to also see what I can do. I'm seeing, and we are working behind the scenes. I just don't want to put a lot of pressure or a lot of emphasis or share information that is already...
no problem.
Yeah,
I think they understand.
Yeah, that is not valid.
Yeah,
and
they understand.
I'll be held accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eve, this is amazing. Thank you for the work that you are doing in the Ghanaian ecosystem. Thank you that you have joined us as a techie, but not just as a member of the tech professionals. You have also led this advocacy for Salesforce User Group to have a supportive community and a group where they learn and all that. This is amazing. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
And in 1 year, you have brought the whole West Africa to Ghana.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like this is a lot. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for also joining us for the All Stars Women in Tech episode. And that's how we wrap up this episode. So if you're a Salesforce admin user, whatever professional you are as a certified Salesforce, what's it called? CRM professional.
Yeah.
If you have watched this video up to this point, you must like and subscribe. And all of our audience, you've heard of the opportunities in the space. There are fewer people who are certified in Salesforce in Africa. And so you can take the lead and be a part of this, this drive. Eve has also shared with us the future of customer relationship management. So if you are using the old traditional system, you know that there's Salesforce available. There's Salesforce for nonprofits, and you can use the platform for free. You'll be able to create agents. So many good stuff. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe. Thank you, Visually Pro, as well, for the production support. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.